Good afternoon, everybody. I wanted to go ahead and continue our conversation from the classroom regarding the White House. I know that we had started talking about it, and we were going to continue it for our virtual tour later on this evening. Some interesting facts. George Washington, the first president of the United States of America, is the person that chose the current location for the White House, which is in Washington, D.C. This was back in 1791, after he had already been president for 2 years. He was never able to live there, though. John Adams, our second president, was the first president to live in the White House in 1800. So it took a while for that to be constructed, 9 years, and then finally our first resident was President John Adams. In 1812, the White House experienced a fire because British soldiers set fire to it. It took a while for it to get reconstructed again, about 5 years. Since then, there's been some changes, some additions, some reconstructions, all kinds of things happening to the White House. It definitely got bigger. Theodore Roosevelt was the first president to start making changes to the White House. He made many additions, and many presidents since Theodore Roosevelt also made many additions and extractions. I know they just got rid of a wing recently. It is a mansion. It is a very large home. It's got 6 floors, 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, and a ton, I'm going to say about 4 dozen bathrooms. Sorry, not bathrooms, fireplaces. Sorry, fireplaces. So I want us to go ahead and take a little bit of a tour to that. So I want you to go to Google Maps. You're going to go onto a browser and you're going to click google.com/maps/. It's going to take you to the search page, and from there I want you to search the White House. When you click on the White House, then you're going to be able to see where the White House is located. Make it a little bit bigger so you actually have a little bit closer access to it. We can't tour the Oval Office, but you can do a virtual tour of all of this area right here. Okay? Now, how do you do that? Well, you're going to go to the bottom right-hand corner and you're going to click this little guy. And this little guy can take you to different spots that are highlighted in blue, well, like a turquoise. So we just clicked on one area and you can see a nice little area of the White House. You can see other visitors there. When you're done peeking around the room, you can exit out by closing that page and then go back to your little guy down here on the bottom right, and then you're going to go to a different location in the White House. So that takes you outside, kind of the entrance area. You can see a nice beautiful yard. So we can get out of that area. I want you to take a look at a few areas within the White House too. Inside. Sorry, that didn't take me inside. You gotta make sure you place it just so. So this one's inside of a room as well. And you can see different paintings. Here's the thing, if you click on the painting, it actually gives you some information about that right here. So the painting is oil on panel, and so on and so forth. I want you to go ahead and take a look at different parts of the White House, and your assignment tonight is to make 2 observations and to state 2 facts about your White House virtual tour. I'll see you tomorrow in class. Have a good time. Bye.